Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this reading for the 28th of January. If you're coming to this reading not live, go down below. All the timestamps will be below this video. As always, like I'm going to say, I'm not going to answer super chats in these lives anymore. I will probably be answering super chats, but I'm just taking a little bit of a break. But on top of that, I will be answering them in separate videos. So don't super chat your questions here. But Megan, hello. Aga, hello. Patty, hello. And Cam, welcome. Vania, hello. Thank you for being here. And Joanne, welcome. Thank you for being here. Joy Energy, Tarot, and Cheryl, welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. I'm going to get started here in a couple minutes. I'm actually about to choke, as always. So I know most of you watch me so that you can watch me cough live. But I also have to read tarot. So it's time for some coffee. Trinity, hello. Actually, you're early. And Christy, welcome. Thank you for being here. Tina, welcome. Thank you for being here. And everybody else that I can't see, welcome. Again, we're going to get started here in about like 2 minutes. Tonight, I'm going to use the 5-cent tarot. I keep wanting to call this the 2-cent tarot. They actually have a 2-cent deck coming out that I pre-ordered. So I love this deck. And that's what we're using tonight. And Grow with She, hello. The Champion Lion, or the Charming Lion, sorry. Hello. Rose, welcome. Thank you for being here. And Christy, thank you for the kind words. Really appreciate it. Pamela, hello. And Kath, hello. Cassandra, hello. Or Cassandra, hello. Lakita, hello. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I think we need more coffee. Susan in Georgia, hello. And Jen, welcome. Thank you for being here. All right, 1 minute countdown. I think I might start rotating the signs I start with just for S's and G's. Oh, I forgot. The big news is that all the weeklies, the monthlies, and the mid-monthlies will now have captions. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but it's like for like a year they've been struggling to get captions on the video. So I took it into my own hands, and I have a service that is handling captions for the channel. They won't be doing the daily readings, unfortunately, just because by the time they would be able to get a daily reading done, it would be like 10 days later. Maybe not that far into the future, but it would just be like days and days and days of waiting. So I'm not going to do the daily readings for the captions, so I do apologize for that. But again, at least all the monthlies, mid-monthlies, weeklies, all those will be captioned. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Again, it usually takes about 24 to 48 hours for them to caption the videos, but definitely check that out. But all right, everybody, we are going to get started, and we are going to start with Aries. So let's see what we have for you, Aries people. And Aries, you have the Knight of Wands, the Empress, and the Ace of Swords here. Really good reading for you here, actually. And you have the Magician as well. This is like a very solid new beginning. Your reading today was really nice as well. That will be coming out tomorrow. And so that was like a really nice reading, and there was a lot of good stuff in your weekly reading for next week. So I feel like you're kind of like off onto this new beginning here where you're going to be very successful. I'm getting like the word concentration popping into my head here as well. So I feel like there is a need for you to concentrate on something. I'm wondering if that's why you're I feel for some of you, it's almost like you're kind of pulling energy into yourself here, Aries, or maybe you're just more focused on yourself. And again, that kind of came up in your weekly reading, that some of you could be thinking about maybe focusing on yourself, or you could be just taking time for yourself. You had the Five of Swords in your weekly reading, and I was talking about how the Five of Swords can represent selfishness, but as I always say, to me, the Five of Swords doesn't necessarily represent selfishness on like a bad level. Sometimes to me it can be a good thing. It can say that you're focusing on yourself for a reason. So that's kind of like the energy there. I feel like you're like really nurturing yourself with this Empress energy. I feel like you're very focused on yourself. And, there's very creative energy between these two cards, the Knight of Wands and the Empress. So you could be very focused, or you could be creating new beginnings, or you could be focused on like creative projects, especially with the Magician here as well. And I feel like whatever these things are going to lead to success. Especially if you're working on your own here with the Ace of Swords, or especially if you're focused on something that feels very kind of clear to you as well. I'm also getting the word like understanding for you here, Aries, but I feel like it's just like to me, I'm almost getting the word natural as well. So, and that's kind of coming in between these two cards, the Empress and the Ace of Swords here, Aries. So I feel like for some of you, it's kind of like you're a natural at something is what I feel that word means. Like, but I feel like you're discovering maybe a hidden talent, gift, skill, or ability here with a magician, something that you're just good at. And so I do feel for a lot of you with this magician, this could be like a skill that you're developing, or it could be a job or a business that you're going to be getting here. And I feel there's a lot of success for you, especially if you're like a natural in something. I keep getting the word concentration, like I said. So I feel for some of you, it's like there could be a skill that requires a lot of concentration, or you could just be very concentrated on being successful at whatever the skill is. For others, I feel, and again, by the way, I mean, I feel like this is like a new beginning for you here, and I feel like this could be like a job or a business, and I feel like it's going to increase your resources. I feel like with this magician card as well, the magician can be a card of resourcefulness. It can be just a card of being good at like what you do, but I feel like this magician card is going to create a kind of increase your resources in general. I am also getting like the word manipulation here, but I feel this more kind of like in a positive way. Like I feel the that you're not like manipulating people here, Aries. I feel like this reading is all about you, if you can't tell, by the way, Aries. So I don't really feel like this is talking about love necessarily or anything else. I feel like it's talking about you. I feel like it is talking about the word manipulation, but I feel like it's how you manipulate something. I feel like it's referring to like working with something, not manipulating like in the toxic sense, if that makes sense here, Aries. So I do feel for some of you, you could be doing like a lot of hands-on work at this time, or it's like I said, I just feel like you're a natural at something. And again, this could be love. I mean, for some of you, I feel like if it's again, I wouldn't call this love reading. If there is love coming in here off this message, I feel like it could be something that is very natural. Maybe it just feels right. Maybe you enter into a situation here, a new beginning with a new person, where things just kind of feel right. And that's kind of what I feel by natural. It just kind of like flows naturally, or things just work out. So love it, Aries. That is very nice. So thank you, Aries. Hello, Sandy, by the way, and welcome to everybody else. Thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it. Let's see what we have for you, Taurus people. Taurus, you have the Seven of Wands here, the Fool, and you have the Nine of Swords here. I feel like there is a need for you to take some sort of leap of faith with this energy, is what I would say to you with this Nine of Swords. I feel that some of you, I feel like, what the hell? You have the Two Wands. I feel like you need to take a leap of faith. Here's the deal, Taurus, okay? The Nine of Swords can be a card of just kind of like coping with things. And that's kind of like the word that's popping into my head. But coping sounds extremely boring. Coping is like, oh, I'm coping with this situation. It's like everybody who I've ever heard use the word coping with something, I'm always like, please. Life isn't that difficult, right? And I'm not calling you out here, Taurus, but I feel like for some of you, I feel like this is saying that you want to get out of that energy anyway. So I feel that you're kind of needing a new beginning as well with this Fool energy. It's like you're trying to get away with just coping with something here. I feel like you see that there's more for you in life, because the Two Wands is a card of success. It's also a card of progress as well. So I really feel that you are kind of making some progress at this time here, Taurus. And I feel like this is going to lead to a lot of success as well. I feel like you're kind of being very free-spirited at this time, actually. I kind of like this energy for you with the Fool. The Fool can definitely represent like being a free spirit and all this other stuff. I feel like you're being more spontaneous. I do get like, the Fool can represent being a little bit naive as well, but I almost feel like this is a good thing with this Fool energy. Like sometimes I think we can make good mistakes, actually. We can make beginner mistakes that lead to a lot of success. I'm sure pretty much everybody, all of you probably have like some sort of story where it's like, I don't know, everywhere I've ever worked, it's like there's always like that one new person who kind of makes like a bonehead mistake, or they do something dumb, but it actually turns out to be genius, right? It's like they kind of maybe find an easier way of doing things and at your job. It's because they're not like tainted by all this experience. So To me with the Fool, sometimes a lack of experience can be a good thing. Because again, it's like when we have experience, that's when we enter into comfort zones. We do things the same way over and over and over again. And I feel that this is saying you might be like new at something, or you might be trying something new, could even be a new relationship. But I also feel like this is kind of like opening you up to actually discover something that could lead to a lot of success for you. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Exactly what I was talking about. The King of Pentacles is the card of conviction. I mean, it's the card of kind of the way things have always been done. So I feel for some of you, again, this is like a card that just kind of represents, can be kind of like a card of complacency, because I always say the King of Pentacles to me reminds me of a dinosaur. It's like, Blockbuster versus Netflix. The King of Pentacles is Blockbuster. The King of Pentacles is stuck in 1995, right? So I feel for a lot of you, this is saying that, with this energy here, I feel like this is just simply saying, try something new, try something different in your life. But I kind of feel like you are, because again, I feel like you have this kind of like naive energy. But I feel like this is what this reading is really saying, is that this is a strength, not a weakness for you. It's like being new, or feeling, maybe you feel naive, maybe you feel like you don't have enough information. Sometimes with the Fool, we feel like we don't have enough information. Sometimes the Fool, because the Fool normally has like a tiny little sack on his back. It represents the fact that he has everything he needs right between his two ears. But, he still needs to take a leap of faith. He still needs to kind of like take a risk. And same thing with this King of Pentacles. Again, it's like the way things have always been done. It's a card of convention. So I feel for some of you, and it's also, the King of Pentacles, the negative side of the King of Pentacles is it can represent being too rigid, only thinking that things have to work a certain way. So I feel like this Two Wands, Two Wands can be a card that represents like a process of discovery. And I feel like you're discovering just new ways of doing things with this Two of Wands energy. So I definitely like to see that. I would like be careful of hesitation as well. Again, I just feel like for some of you, maybe you're getting like a new job, or you're starting something new, like a new business or a personal project. And I feel like this Two Wands is like saying, don't hesitate, keep doing whatever you're doing. I feel like it's working. For others, I feel like this is love for some reason here. I feel like this person is, kind of could be hesitating. I feel your whole entire reading basically here, Taurus, is saying that somebody cares too much about something. Could be you. Could be another person. It's like somebody is afraid of like embarrassment or something like that with this Wheel of Fortune is what I'm getting. So I feel like someone kind of needs to just take a leap of faith, basically. But there you go. Thank you, Taurus. Really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Gemini, let's see what's going on for you here. Gemini people and Gemini. Gemini, you have the Queen of Pentacles here, the World, and the Four of Swords. This guy is like snoozing here on this Four of Swords card. So it's time to wake up here, Gemini. I feel like you're feeling restless right here. You have this Page of Swords here. And I feel like for some of you, this card, in this deck, they call the swords needles. And this card's called the Page of Needles. But I do feel like some of you are kind of like feeling pins and needles. Like you're on pins and needles. Like something's got to give. All those words are popping into my head. With this Page of Swords card here, it's like someone's got to take the initiative, or you are taking the initiative. 333 people here right now, Gemini as well. So there you go. I feel for some of you, this is saying that you need to kind of move towards something here. What is going on for you here? Waiting for inner answers here, Gemini. So I feel like for some of you, you have to take some sort of leap of faith with this card. I feel like some of you, I'm getting the word loneliness as well on this Hermit card. So some of you could be feeling lonely, or you could be feeling like you're waiting for something here, because I get like kind of like a withdrawn period of time, but I feel like you're still kind of feeling like searching for some inner answers with this Page of Swords. So again, I feel like there's restlessness coming in there. But back to this right here, I feel like you have all the resources necessary. Queen of Pentacles, you have the resources necessary to accomplish some sort of goal here with this World card, but it's like you're sleeping on it here with the Four of Swords. I'm wondering if you're burnt out, Gemini. Maybe some of you do need a break. Maybe some of you need to take time for yourself, or maybe you need to take some time to heal or something like that. But I do feel like there is a need to take action here, and I feel like you have the resources. You know, the Queen of Pentacles really says you have the resources necessary to accomplish whatever this world is, to close out some sort of cycle. For some of you, I feel like this is just talking about closing out a cycle. For some of you, I mean, it could be anything. Literally, I feel like for some of you, this could be a breakup. For others, it could be you getting back together with a person, or getting with a person in the first place. It could be getting a job. I don't think it matters what this is, this Queen of Pentacles, or this world is. I feel like you have the resources necessary to be successful with this card. I almost feel like you're being a little bit too practical, maybe being a little bit too logical or something like that with the Queen of Pentacles. And it's like you're seeing something almost as impossible. But I feel like this kind of like emptiness as well with this, with the world and the force, like going from the world to the Four of Swords. It's like I feel this empty kind of feeling where it's like you feel like you're missing out on something, or maybe you feel like there would be some sort of regret here. I'm wondering if you're thinking that you're making some sort of mistake, or you know, it's like maybe you feel like if you commit to a person, it would be a mistake. Maybe if you feel like you don't, then it would be a mistake as well. So, yeah, kind of like I get this like catch-22 type of situation going on for you here. But I just feel that like making a mistake, you know, I don't think it will be a mistake, whatever it is that whatever goal you're trying to achieve with that World card. Because the World card is a card of success. You know, the World card is a card of completion, but it is a card of being successful. So I do feel for some of you, this is saying it's like worth the risk. And again, the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is kind of like a card of words, but like in reverse, the Page of Swords is just like all words in no action. So I feel like for some of you, it's like, are you just going to live in this land of, you know, this world here, right here, of make-believe, of, you know, rainbows, candies, and butterflies? Or are you going to make something happen with this Page of Swords? I feel like, I don't want to call you out here, Gemini, for sure. I don't have my Prison Mike costume yet, so I can't even dress up as Prison Mike to call you out with this card, right? But I feel like this is saying that you need to be the one that takes action on something, or you know, I don't really believe necessarily that there will be regrets, but I would just, yeah, difficult decision to make here. Every single one of your readings that I do for you here, Gemini, it's like there's some sort of choice that needs to be made. I feel like it could be in any area of your life. I feel like the challenge again, and you know, Two of Swords, is it real? Is it fantasy? I feel like I said this to you like in your last reading, in one of your weekly readings. I don't think it was the last one. I think it was the one before, whatever that was, the week of the 25th. So I mean, I guess that would be for this week. And I feel like you need to kind of take action with this card. Take some, you know, kind of take a risk. I feel like a decision needs to be made here, Gemini. But there you go. Thank you, Gemini. Let's see what we have for you here, Cancer. This is called the 5-cent tarot for the people that are asking. So this is the 5-cent tarot. But let's see what we have for you here, Cancer. And Cancer. Cancer, you have the 9 of Cups here, the 5 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups. Weird reading, Cancer. It's kind of like a weird to go in this direction. You go from like a wish to regret, sadness, thinking things aren't going to work out, to continuing to think that things are not going to work out here. Page of Wands, yeah. Again, I don't know what's going on with the readings tonight, but I feel like maybe it's the retrograde. You know, I don't know. For the next month, I'm going to blame everything on the retrograde, just so everybody knows. So if there are any problems, any issues, I'm just going to personally say it's the retrograde. So you can do the same thing, Cancer. Just blame everything on the retrograde, right? But I feel like this is saying that it's like something looked like a wish or a dream come true. 5 of Cups is a card of like, you know, I feel like this is like the beginning of feeling like things are not going to work out. So I feel like this is you. I feel like you feel that things are starting not to work out, or it's like you're starting to feel a little bit more pessimistic with the with this 5 of Cups. And the 4 of Cups is kind of like more of that energy, because the 4 of Cups can represent like becoming disillusioned, feeling like things are definitely not going to work out here. So what the hell is going on here? Tower, Could have been a Tower moment for sure. Again, I'm not going to sugarcoat this, but as I always say, Cancer, I mean, this is just a daily reading. So, don't freak out over just one day here, of course. And I feel that for some of you, this could be some sort of disruption here that you are experiencing. So I feel like all this right here is just like a disruption. Nine of Cups is a good card. I mean, it's a card of contentment and happiness, but guess what? I mean, that's probably the problem right here with the Nine of Cups and the Tower. The Nine of Cups is a card of contentment. It's a card of, just being happy where you are. The Tower sometimes can say, like, hey, there is more for you here. Page of Wands, clarifying your entire reading. The Page of Wands is a card of, discovery. It's a card of adventures, going on adventure. It's a card of needing to, like, explore new things. And funny enough, the Page of Wands in reverse can represent kind of procrastination. So I feel like this energy here that's going on can represent kind of procrastination or not making moves that you should be making and all that other stuff. So I'm wondering if this Tower moment that you could have you've probably already experienced this Tower moment, or you've probably already had some sort of falling out. This could just be saying that this Tower moment is so that you can take action, so that you can start moving towards something new. I feel like whatever this situation that you've been that's been going on for you here is kind of to force change. The Tower, even the Tower in reverse can represent kind of resisting change, and to me, the Tower in reverse is probably the direct, can represent avoiding a Tower moment, but it can represent a resistance to a change. So I feel like for some of you, this Page of Wands is saying it's time to make a change or time to do something different. So there you go. Thank you, Cancer. Leo, let's see what is going on for you here, Leo people. Leo, funny enough, your reading was basically about this. No arguments. I always say, to me, definitely during retrogrades, worst time ever to argue with anybody, period, plain and simple, especially anyone who's important to you in your life, especially if you're, like, married or something like that. I feel like we can make really bad decisions. We can make really bad decisions during retrogrades, especially when it comes down to arguments. For the most part, I think it's mostly true with Mars retrograde. Obviously, we don't have Mars retrograde anymore, for like another 2 years practically, and really 16 months or something like that. But, it'll be a while. But still, Mercury retrograde, not a good time for arguments. Five of Swords here. I would just be careful of any arguments. This came up in your weekly reading that will be out tomorrow as well, Leo. There was kind of like something about arguments or arguing with someone. I would just avoid arguments. So I'd be careful of that. All in all, this is pretty good reading, though. I feel for some of you, you could be healing from an argument. Maybe it's too late. Maybe you're saying, Chris, I already had my argument. So Five of Swords, disagreement, argument. Then you have the Star card. So I feel like you're healing from this situation. And the Lovers. Obviously, if you have an argument with like a lover, I feel like you could be healing that situation with these cards. For others, I feel like this is like a new beginning. Probably after a difficult ending. You have the Ten of Swords here as well. I feel like something like burying deeper. I'm trying to clarify it. Sometimes I get messages that don't really make sense. And, again, this is one of those messages that I'm getting here, Leo, where I just keep getting buried deeper or something like that, or the words that are popping into my head. So, the Ten of Swords can be like a painful ending. But maybe that bury deeper message is kind of saying, don't, dig a deeper hole or something like that. I don't know. I'm really reaching here. We're probably going to pull a clarifier on that because I have no clue what that message is. But I feel like some of you could be going through that. For others, I feel this could be kind of like some hope in love. So I do feel that you could be going through a kind of like a healing in love with this Lovers card here. I'm definitely getting the word commitment, so you're probably making commitment. Ten of Cups, happy home, happy family. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. Again, if you had the argument already, I feel like you're probably healing from an argument, or you're probably, coming to some sort of agreement or apology or something like that. For others, if you're looking for love, I feel like this could be love coming in for you, of course. And I feel like it's someone who probably wants a family, probably someone who wants to build something long term with this energy. Again, you have this Ten of Swords here. And you have the Six of Pentacles as well. I feel like maybe some of you could be dealing with a disagreement, like thinking that someone isn't giving enough in a situation. I'm too nosy, Leo, I have to dig deeper. You have the Ace of Wands here. This is like the potential for a new beginning. It could be a false start. For some of you, I'm wondering if you had a false start with a person, and it kind of like popping into my head, maybe you had a false start with a person in love, and it's like this could be the new beginning. So it's almost like a second chance reading for some of you, I feel. For others, again, I feel like it could just be the opportunity for a new beginning to kind of like heal a potential argument that you've already had. For others, this is like a new beginning coming in for you just in general. So I feel that for some of you, this is like money coming in for you here, Leo. Somebody owes you money, Leo. Too nosy, too nosy. Here, Ace of Cups, this is like a peace offering. I feel like for some of you, it's popping into my head. I feel like either someone owes you money or someone didn't pay you for something here. The Six of Pentacles can be an unpaid debt. You know, on a traditional Six of Pentacles, there's like one guy, and he's kind of like got something in his back pocket. He's the one, he's not being given any money on the card. And, you know, to me, the Six of Pentacles can represent like an unpaid debt or not getting paid your worth or your value in work or in business. And here you go, right here, Ace of Cups, your emotions overflowing, being really happy, just a really solid card and like a solid offer. For some of you, I feel this could almost be like kind of more of like a karmic debt that's being repaid here. But what I mean by that is, like, maybe you didn't get paid your worth in a job or a business. Maybe that person isn't paying you money directly, but maybe you're getting it in some other area of your life. Like, meaning that, you know, it's kind of like something is coming back around here. That's the best way I could describe it here with this energy, with the Ace of Cups. But I feel like you need to kind of like allow it to happen, basically, with the Ace of Cups. So yeah, there you go. I like this for you, Leo. I feel like this is an improvement, so love it. Thank you, Leo. Let's see what we have for you, Virgo people. And Virgo, let's see here. Virgo. Virgo, you have the Six of Swords here, you have the Eight of Wands, and the Devil. Yeah, this is like definitely going through kind of like a dark night of the soul type of situation here. And you have the Five of Wands as well. It's funny that I just told Leo no arguments. No, I feel like you're maybe learning that you're too agreeable in certain situations with that Five of Wands. For some of you, I feel like you're maybe learning boundaries or you're learning to stick up for yourself here is kind of what I'm getting. So very much kind of like a personal energy for you here. Yeah, you have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is going on an inner journey. Like I said, dark night of the soul at the beginning of your reading. So I feel you have been going through some difficulties or challenges here with this energy. The reason that I say this also is Six of Swords. Six of Swords, as I always say, Six of Swords is a rite of passage. Six of Swords, it's like you're kind of moving on from kind of choppy waters, but on a traditional Six of Swords, the waters are still choppy. So I feel for some of you, it's kind of like you're coming out of choppy waters with this Six of Swords, but I do feel this could be kind of like a little bit of a journey here. I feel like you've been feeling very trapped in the past. I feel like you've been feeling very bound to certain circumstances. You know, what I would say is I do feel like in like certain ways, I don't really feel like we're ever trapped to anything, but in certain ways, I feel like you were kind of bound to something here, especially with the Devil showing up here. And you have this Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is a card of travel. I always get this like very strong desire for you. Like I feel like a lot of you want to travel, or it's like you maybe even if you don't want to travel, maybe you have this very strong desire to kind of just have certain freedoms in your life. Like maybe you have a job, and it's like maybe you have to be there all day, but it's like maybe you don't want that. Maybe you want a job where you can like go home and walk your dog. Like maybe that's the type of freedom that you want. So I feel like for some of you, I'm getting like a very major focus on freedom. With these cards, I feel like there's a very big focus on kind of like getting things off your back. It's like you're trying to, I almost get like more Ten of Wands energy here. The reason I think the Ten of Wands probably didn't come up here is I think it already came up here tonight, but also I think it's probably because you are, the Ten of Wands is like still being burdened. I feel like you're removing burdens. You're removing the heavy weights from your back. You're trying to gain this freedom. You have the Four of Wands here. I mean, the Five of Wands, I should say. And the Ace of Pentacles is a major new beginning coming in for you here. So I like that. Like I said, I feel that in a lot of ways, I do think the most helpful thing for you here would to kind of not be too agreeable, if that makes sense. Like maybe you're always agreeing with people. Maybe you just try not to rock the boat. This doesn't mean you're being a jerk or anything like that, Virgo. I feel like just more it's about standing up for what you want in certain situations. And again, that doesn't mean that you're not going to be compromising with people in the future or anything like that. I just feel like it's kind of like saying maybe there are certain situations where you've allowed people to get away with too much, and I feel like you're stopping that with this card here. With the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like there are opportunities coming in for you here for freedom. I've been saying for a very long time that I feel that really if you want more freedom, you have to get a new job for most of you Virgo people. But probably messy. I would say messiness is probably the challenge for you, Virgo. I feel like there could be like new opportunities for you here, but the problem for you is that Uranus and Taurus is what I would say to you, Gemini, or to you, Virgo. My problem with Uranus and Taurus for you, Virgo, is maybe just like a little bit too much chaos. Like I feel like you Virgos love every single Virgo comment on my Virgo readings is I love how organized you keep the cards. I love how you line up the cards. Listen, Virgos, I know that you love things being nice, neat, and organized, but I feel like things need to get a little messy. It's like there could be a job where it's like maybe you're working for a scatterbrain like me, right? Someone who can't keep track. I can't keep track of my keys. My desk is usually a mess. I have to clean it like twice a day because I always like have stuff all over the place. So I feel like for some of you, it's like there's some sort of opportunity coming in, but it's like a little bit messy. I feel like it's a little bit chaotic. It's not very organized, and this is like the third time this has popped into my head for you. And so I feel like there could be an opportunity like that. I would go for it. I feel like it'll be very successful, but again, it's going to push you outside the comfort zone. So love it. There you go. Thank you, Virgo. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. I'm going to drop a shuffle right now. So we're going to shuffle this deck. If you don't know already, this is the 5-cent tarot. Everybody asks what this deck is called. And this is the 5-cent tarot. It's an awesome deck. I love it. So definitely check that out. Also, like I said at the beginning of the reading, all the weeklies, monthlies, and mid-monthly videos will be having the closed captions on the videos. I've always had the closed captions on, but the YouTube, it just has so many problems with the closed captions. It's not even funny. So I've taken care of that. So all the videos, it kind of takes like 24 to 48 hours for the closed captions to be put up, but I have hired like a service that kind of takes care of that. So all the videos except for the daily readings will have closed captions. But anyway, Libra, let's see what's going on for you. Also, make sure to drop a like here, people. Really appreciate all the likes and all the support. But Libra, let's see what we have for you here. Libra and Libra. Here we go. Libra and Libra. Libra, you have the 4 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, and the Queen of Cups here. And this is for some of you, I feel like you want love. You have the 5 of Pentacles, which is isolation, feeling isolated in a lot of ways. I mean, obviously, coronavirus, right? So I feel for some of you, it's like there are probably some challenges to finding love at this time. So maybe that's how you're feeling. You could be feeling a little bit kind of like defensive with the 7 of Wands to love, but that could be a challenge. I feel like you have a lot of responsibilities at this time. For some of you, I'm getting like you're questioning responsibilities. Like I feel like for some of you, you're saying to yourself maybe like, is it even worth having a job or a career? Some of you, I feel like you're questioning responsibilities. That's all I'm getting on this 10 of Wands for whatever reason. And so for some of you, I feel like there are just like a lot of thoughts going on in your head with this 5 of Pentacles. I'm really focused on this 5 of Pentacles for you here, Libra. I feel for some of you, you could be thinking a lot about the future. I feel like this has to do with everything, basically your finances, love, your health, pretty much everything. And yeah, I feel like we can do this a lot during Mercury retrograde. Again, during retrogrades, we revisit things, we relearn things, like all this other stuff. So I feel like you're doing a lot of relearning, a lot of revisiting, a lot of like figuring things out. But I do feel like I would be careful of like getting into that, hamster wheel type of thinking with the 5 of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles can say, like, we could start, like, worrying, oh my god, am I going to get married in the future? And, like, we go down this, like, crazy rabbit hole. So I would say, like, be careful of doing that with this energy, because I just don't think it's not going to help, right? Having that energy. And even the solution to the Five of Pentacles is to stop calling attention to your weaknesses. So the Five of Pentacles is an energy of kind of needing to make you needing to use words of strength, needing to use words of success and happiness and like all those other things. So I feel like you need to kind of keep it a little bit more positive. I feel like I said this to you in your weekly reading. Didn't I say no stinking thinking to you, Libra? I'm pretty sure I did. So I would definitely keep it positive at this time. I feel there's this like little flame here. What is this little flame? Two Wands, control, taking lead. So like I said, I feel this is almost like a fire under your butt here, Libra. I feel like something is getting you moving with this Seven of Wands here. It's probably something that you can't give up on. Seven of Wands, card of perseverance. It's also like, it's really kind of like, the Nine of Wands is really the card of perseverance. It's funny because this card says perseverance right here on the side. To me, the Seven of Wands is more of a card of persistence because, and I know that sounds like the same word, but it's not. And, I say that because the Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It's a card of knowing that that you're going to be successful, so you just keep trying. I feel like there is something that you are continuing to try here, probably with this Two Wands. Probably some sort of plan. Two Wands can be a plan, something you're taking the lead on. Usually something that pulls you out of a comfort zone. Could be like to go ask a person out. Could be to go on a date. Could be pretty much anything. But I feel like you're kind of coming out of the cold here. I feel like you're leaving this behind. The Five of Pentacles is a card of hardship, but it's kind of like a card of unnecessary hardship as well. I always say the Five of Pentacles, I mean, you can look at it a billion ways, right? It's like, normally it's the church with the Five Pentacles in the stained glass window. And, the stained glass window is part of a church. It represents a place of sanctuary. It basically says any difficulties or challenges that you could be experiencing could be very easily overcome if you just go inside the church, right? It can also say that it's like the Pentacles, that they're on the card. I always say that about the Five of Pentacles. It's a card of poverty. It's a card of loss, but it's like the Pentacles are there. They're on the card. They are available to you. You just have to figure out a way to get those Pentacles. So how do you get your Pentacles here? You have the Four of Swords, not a good answer. I mean, I feel like you're healing. A lot of you are healing your finances with this energy. A lot of you could be coming up with new ways of making money. For some of you, maybe you just need rest, relax, recover, take a break here with this energy. For others, I feel like you're holding back on something here. I would say if you're like struggling to get a job, the Two Wands could say maybe you need to try to get something harder. So it's like maybe the universe is saying, no, I want you to apply for like a leadership position, or I want you to apply for, just a higher up position or something like that. So I feel that's what this is saying, is that some of you need to do that. The Two Wands is a card of discovery, like I always say, and I feel like you're discovering something about yourself here with this Two Wands at this time. Maybe your own inner strength, maybe what you're truly capable of. I like it. Love it, Libra. That looks good. So thank you, Libra. Scorpio, let's see what is going on for you here. Scorpio, love it, Scorpio. Everybody knows that I love 2 6s. You have the Six of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups here. 2 6s to me says you're on the right path, you're going in the right direction. 8 of Pentacles, love it. Future results coming in for you here, Scorpio. So I feel like there's a lot of success coming in for you. I feel like there's a lot of attention coming in for you here as well. I prefer to see a 9. I have weird rule, but there you go. Nine of Pentacles was the next card here. So like I said, I have weird rules. The way I read tarot, as I always say, I read tarot like a crazy person, but I have weird rules for tarot. To me, the Six of Wands with the 9 is basically guaranteed attention. So I feel like there could be a lot of positive attention coming in for you here, Scorpio, especially with the 6 and the 9 together. I love when that happens again. So I feel like there's some sort of victory coming in for you. I feel like this Page of Cups could be love coming in for you here. I feel like someone could be coming in with like a gift, I feel, with the Six of Pentacles, or someone is coming in trying to, it's like they're trying to sweep you off your feet here with like a gift. Yeah, I feel like this could be like an old school person with that Six of Pentacles. It's popping into my head as a gift. Six of Pentacles does not represent a gift to me, but I feel like it could be someone coming in with like a gift with this card. It is a card of like sharing. It is a card of being generous and things like that. So I do feel you could be attracting a person who's like very generous. I feel like they have like a very wild imagination with the Page of Cups here. Definitely could be a water sign. Could also be Earth. You have a lot of Earth here. You always get Earth in your weekly readings as well. So it wouldn't surprise me if it was an Earth sign coming in for you who comes bearing gifts. I feel like this person's very curious about you. I feel like they'll have a lot of questions about you as well. I'm getting on this Page of Cups. Like I feel like it's just like a curious person. Probably a motor mouth like me. So probably like majorly, talking a lot the entire time. And I feel like it's like someone who's very enthusiastic. I'm getting more like enthusiastic energy off this Page of Cups. But I definitely love 2 6s. A lot of success coming in for you here. So I like to see that. You have the 8 of Pentacles. And again, that 9 of Pentacles. So 8 of Pentacles to me is material success on the horizon. To me, it can represent money coming in the future. I feel that you're probably sick of where you've always been with the 8 of Pentacles. So for some of you, as I've been saying for like a while, Scorpio, if you have a business, I feel like you just need to keep pushing. But I would try new things. I wouldn't worry about any dips. I keep getting this weird dip message for you, Scorpio, where I feel like some of you, and like I would say, for those of you who have either changed jobs, or for those of you who have maybe changed your business or made some sort of business change, I feel like there could be a dip. I'm cheating a little bit because, just based off your astrology, to me, I feel like they're where I'm cheating is the change thing, because I just feel, looking at your chart, I can see how maybe like over the past couple of months, maybe you've made a change in your in like what you do as far as work or finances are concerned. Even if you're retired, there could be some sort of change here as well, even if you're retired. But for most of you, I'd say it does have to do with work here. I feel like there was like this lack of inspiration. So it's like maybe you made a change out of boredom, or maybe you made a change because you just wanted to mix things up or try something new. I feel like it's definitely the right direction to go in. And again, I wouldn't worry too much about not seeing results as quickly as you would like, because it's like you're in this learning period. 8 of Pentacles represents being in an apprenticeship. So, I feel like you need to kind of think longer term. It's like maybe what you're doing right now isn't what you're going to be doing forever, but it's like what you are doing right now is going to lead to changes and success in the future. So again, it's just like a stepping stone. I almost feel like you're kind of like on this like little like stepping stone type thing here with this energy. So, but I like it. 9 of Pentacles is a card of everything coming together as well. 9 of Pentacles is like pre-Empress energy, but 9 of Pentacles can show up when like all the puzzle pieces are kind of fitting, if that makes sense. It's kind of like, normally on the 9 of Pentacles, there are grapes on this card here, but normally she's like the lady on the 9 of Pentacles is standing in front of those grapes. It's kind of like saying, all her hard work and efforts are paying off. She's harvesting the fruits of her labor. So I do feel like a lot of you are about to have this harvest. Love it, Scorpio. Thank you, Scorpio. Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on for you here, Sagittarius people, and Sagittarius. Sag, you have this, the Unknown card. This deck has like 4 Oracle cards in it. So one of them being the Unknown. You have the World and the 3 of Swords here. So for some of you, I feel that you're kind of being open to new horizons here. I feel like you're accepting something here as well. What are you accepting? Adventure with the World card here, Sagittarius. You're going on adventure, or I'm getting the word relief as well here. I don't know. I feel like we overcomplicate things sometimes as humans, just in general, right? So I feel like for some of you, this 3 of Swords is talking about relief, which would be the 3 of Swords in like reverse. It's like you're healing from something here, Sagittarius. I keep getting this message of relief, though. But I feel like this could just be like sometimes I think maybe we're like presented with an offer that makes something easy in our lives, and we're like, oh, no. It's like, that's too easy, right? That's like the message popping into my head. I know that's very vague, but that's what I'm getting. So I have to say it. And I feel that in a lot of ways, this could be saying that, something that like there's an easy solution coming in for you here. I feel it with this Page of Wands. This is like, this Knight of Wands. This is your true nature right here, Sagittarius. This is where you want to live right here. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you want to live in this adventurous place. And for some of you, it could mean travel. It could mean moving. It could mean pretty much anything. For others, again, yes, I realize that there's COVID, but it's like that does not mean we can't still go on adventures. That does not mean we can't go on an adventure from home. So I feel like for some of you, you could be kind of wanting to channel your energy. The Knight of Wands to me, kind of is an energy of needing to channel your energy. You know, the Knight of Wands in reverse can represent impulsiveness, making impulsive decisions, kind of like rushing too much. So I feel for some of you, this is saying, you know, definitely kind of control, you know, your feelings and all these other things, and you'll be successful. This card here can also kind of represent something needing to come out here. And the only reason I'm saying that is because of the World card and the Three of Swords. Like, Three of Swords, I feel like has nothing to do with that. I feel like something needs to come out here. Something needs to be birthed. As I always say, the World card to me represents birth, or kind of like the birthing process. And so I feel like you're kind of going through this cycle where you're about to step into something new here. New beginning. What do you know? Magician. So definitely a new beginning coming in for you here, and I feel like it's going to lead to a lot of success. It could have to do with your job or your business. That could be where this new beginning is. For others, I just feel like you're going on an adventure. Could literally be moving, traveling. I mean, again, kind of cheating, because it really, just looking at your astrology, I feel like a lot of you Sagittarius people will probably be moving and traveling over the next few years. And you have the Ace of Wands. So definitely a new adventure coming in for you here. I feel like you have a lot of energy. I feel like your energy is increasing here as well, Sagittarius. So maybe you just haven't been feeling like doing much at all. And it's like maybe now you're feeling much more kind of like enthusiastic. I feel like you feel more like lively, like ready to go with this energy, ready to take off. So yeah, I like this, Sag. Thank you, Sag. All right. Capricorn, let's see what is going on for you here, Capricorn people. Capricorn, you have the Nine of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Seven of Swords here as well. Too many disappointments here, I would say, Capricorn. And you have this card here, which is the King of Wands. I feel like this is too many disappointments right here, Capricorn. Nine of Swords, you know, kind of like going to bed, having a nightmare, waking up and being stuck in a nightmare. The Wheel of Fortune could be like a repeat cycle. And the Seven of Swords here, I feel like for you, you know, Seven of Swords can be like lying, cheating, stealing. But to me, it's also like a lone wolf energy as well. So I feel like you've been a little bit too much of a lone wolf here. I don't know. I feel like there could be justice coming in for you here, Capricorn. Pretty simple reading. And I feel in a lot of ways this is saying that I feel like this whole reading is saying you need to be very focused with this King of Wands. You know, the King of Wands is like a leader, and the King of Wands is a card of being very focused as well, but more on a vision. You know, the King of Wands, he has like a goal, a vision. This is why I always say, to me, the King of Wands is like the true card of the entrepreneur, because, you know, he is the one who is like kind of like the builder. And the King of Wands represents success, and he kind of represents being very creative as well, and being able to kind of, you know, being able to come up with good ideas on the fly and things like that. You know, a lot of people call the King of Pentacles the entrepreneur, but, you know, again, to me, the King of Pentacles is too rigid, and, you know, to me, the King of Pentacles is more like the CEO, more about, you know, kind of like the day-to-day operations and all this other stuff. He's not as much of a visionary as the King of Wands, let's put it that way. I feel like you could be having very, like, kind of futuristic ideas here. I feel like the challenge is maybe feeling like these are unrealistic with the Nine of Swords. So I feel for some of you, it's like you could be feeling that your ideas for the future or your future life are just not possible. So I would get out of your head here, Capricorn, and I would focus. The King of Wands definitely need to focus. Like I said, I feel for some of you, maybe just needing to kind of like hold something as your vision, I feel. And the Justice card, you always get the Justice card, number one. I do feel like for some of you, by the way, you could be dealing with a fire sign in love here, Capricorn, but the Justice card is cause and effect. It's like if you put energy into something, do you get something back? So I feel you need to like really pay attention to where you're putting your energy and what you're getting back from situations, because I feel like that will kind of guide you with this energy, Capricorn. For others, I feel this is more just saying you need to hold something as your vision here. Yeah, I feel like you need to, yeah, like a lot of cards here being too pessimistic. Nine of Swords, Five of Cups here, this Seven of Swords, thinking that something is not going to work out. So I feel like for some of you, you need to realize that, you know, miracles can happen. Or I don't even think whatever this is requires a miracle. It's like maybe you want love, and maybe you're like, nobody could ever love me. Well, I would just like change your vision here with the King of Wands. King of Wands could be love coming in for you. Same thing at work as well. Maybe your situation has been the same. I feel like that's what this really is. Nine of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, right? Your first two cards. And it's just like things being the same for too damn long, Capricorn. So I feel like things definitely need to change. But sometimes I think when we get in those moments, it's like we just want things to end. We just want to come out of the cycle, right? So I feel like this is saying, as long as you keep your eye on the prize, you will receive like justice from the universe. I feel like you will be kind of stepping into your truth here. So I would stay focused here, Capricorn, for sure. Yeah, definitely the moon. I'm trying to make it better, Capricorn. Not that the moon is necessarily a bad card, but, you know, the moon is kind of like your subconscious. I mean, if I was being super picky about this card here, Capricorn, I would say that maybe you are saying to yourself, well, I am, you know, thinking more positively and things like that, but there might be still some subconscious patterns or things like that you're trying to overcome with this moon card here. But, you know, I still feel like things will be improving. So thank you, Capricorn. Aquarius. Let's see here, Aquarius. What is going on for you? Aquarius, you have the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands here, and the Two of Cups here. King of Cups, love coming in for you. Could be a water sign or an earth sign coming in for you here. I feel could be a combination, obviously, of both feelings. You know, both people. Is what I should say. This is the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like I almost do get this like obsessive energy here, Aquarius. So I do feel for some of you, you could be like dealing with someone who is obsessive, or you could be obsessive as well here, Aquarius. And the Nine of Wands is like something, I feel like something bouncing back here is the words that I'm getting for you here, Aquarius. Yeah, you have the Page of Wands as well. And I feel like if you're interested in someone, Page of Wands need to take action. So if you're like waiting for communication, or if I would just communicate here with this Page of Wands, because Page of Wands is a card of initiative. It's a card of like you needing to take the initiative here, Aquarius. So I'd make a move. Two of Cups, love. I feel like there's tension in a love situation here with this Two of Cups. It's like something fell out of balance is what I feel. Too nosy, Aquarius, every single one of your readings lately. And you have the Six of Cups, thinking about the past. I feel like something bouncing back here. It could be a relationship coming back for you here. I would say especially if you are with a earth sign here, or someone who is like too slow moving. I do feel like there's like a very slow moving energy here, Aquarius. So you could have been with someone who was like very slow moving. It's like something, but I feel like it would be a very compassionate person. Again, if you were with a jerk, I would say it's definitely not a jerk. But I feel for some of you, and there are 333 likes on this video when I'm saying this. So again, I feel like for some of you, you need to take the risk to make something happen here with this Knight of Pentacles. For others, or it could be a Knight of Pentacles, could also be a King of Cups as well. So it could be like a water sign coming in for you, obviously. Feel like there's a lot of love in this situation. So again, kind of like Leo's reading, your opposite sign had the thing about the argument. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you just had an argument or falling out with a person, and maybe you're kind of like healing that here, Aquarius. So I do like to see that. The Knight of Pentacles can represent loneliness as well. So I do feel like some of you are kind of feeling a little lonely. And, I feel that for some of you, it's kind of like you're bouncing back with this Nine of Wands. For others, I feel, this could be new love coming in for you as well. Someone very kind, caring, compassionate, just a good person for you here, Aquarius, with the King of Cups. Probably someone very balanced, I feel, as well. The King of Pentacles, the King of Cups out of balance is a card of being unbalanced. So maybe you have dealt with unbalanced people in the past. There could be someone very balanced coming in for you here with this energy. So I definitely like to see that. For others, again, two cards are being very hardworking. The Knight of Pentacles, like he focuses on one thing that he wants to accomplish, and he makes it happen. He does whatever it takes to accomplish something. The Nine of Wands is a card of persistence as well, and being very persistent. So I feel for some of you, that you're kind of just being very persistent to accomplish something, probably something that more resonates with your soul here, Aquarius, because the this card here is the Two of Cups, is like you and your higher self. So I feel like for some of you, you're kind of like very focused on accomplishing something that you resonate with. And you have the King of Cups here as well. So like I said, I feel like there's like love coming in for you if you want love. This could be healing as well. I feel for some of you, but I just feel like a very kind, caring, compassionate energy off this card. Yeah, I feel like you're very focused on yourself at this time. I feel like something can't be avoided here, Aquarius, with the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is can be a card of avoidance in the reverse as well. But I feel like this is saying like something needs to be faced here. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. So thank you, Aquarius. Pisces, thank you for your patience as always. Really appreciate it, Pisces. Let's see what is going on for you. You have the Ace of Wands here, the Strength card, and the Five of Swords. What's this about? You have the Page of Pentacles clarifying here as well. So I feel like for some of you, this could be like good news coming in for you here. Probably something that required patience. So Ace of Wands like a new opportunity, a new beginning. So I do feel like there could be some sort of new beginning coming in for you here, Pisces. Where is this? Something you're wishing for. I don't know. I like this, Pisces. I feel like your readings have been that great. This is like some sort of wish or wish fulfillment coming in for you, I feel. Something that's going to make you very happy with this Nine of Cups. I mean, Nine of Cups is a dream come true, a wish. So I feel like there's a wish coming in for you here. Probably something that is going to require work. Strength card, as I always say, is, it's a card of control. The Strength card is a card of soft control. The Chariot, for example, is a card of hard control. So it's not really a card of like taking control of something, but it can be a card of like doing something that is a display of strength. And I feel like you are doing something here. I do feel like you need to like open up here with that Five of Swords, Hangman. Not making a decision at this time. For some of you, I feel that this could be like stalling on starting something new with this Ace of Wands. So again, maybe some of you are hoping for new love. For example, I would get started on new love. Maybe you're hoping to start a new business. I would like get moving on that new business with this Page of Pentacles here, Pisces. Yeah, you have the King of Swords. I just feel like you are very disciplined at this time, Pisces, with this King of Swords. I really don't think this King of Swords is talking about much for you at all. Even just intuitively, I just feel like this is talking about like discipline, you being very disciplined, very focused. I feel like you're very focused on like work with this card as well. So, I would like maintain your focus here, Pisces, with that card. Yeah, and you have the Eight of Swords as well. Definitely need to set yourself free. I feel like you're keeping yourself stuck in some sort of situation. Hangman, Eight of Swords. I feel like you could easily set yourself free. Definitely moving towards happiness here as well. I feel like you need to trust your authentic voice. I almost get this feeling like Hangman, Eight of Swords. It's like, you want something. I feel like I say this in all your readings, Pisces. It's like, there's something you want to accomplish, or there's something that you want to manifest with the Page of Pentacles. I feel like you just need to manifest it. I feel like you just need to do it. The Sun card, it's like a good card. Don't get me wrong, but the Sun card with the Page of Pentacles, I'll tell you what, Pisces, this could be like, oh, I want to start this business, but I can't because of X, Y, and Z. So I'd say, like, I'm not saying that these are like necessarily like excuses, but I do feel that there's a need to kind of take action on something. I feel like there's a need to make something happen. The Sun is not, the Sun can represent being discontent. The Sun can say that you're not exactly happy. It's a good card, but again, I don't just read I don't read reversals. I read intuitively, and I read whatever pops into my head. So that's popping into my head here. It's like you're not happy about something, but you could easily solve it with this Page of Pentacles, I feel, here. Yeah, it could have to do with love. You have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you here, Pisces. It's like a card of proposal as well, so could be love. Could also just be a dream. You always get the Knight of Cups. I'm always telling you, Pisces, this is like your card. Knight of Cups, he's normally looking into that cup. He is imagining something that he wants to accomplish. So I feel like you just need to make your move here with this Knight of Cups energy. But there you go. So thank you, Pisces. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. We are going to do a pick a card now. We're going to do cards 1, 2, and 3. So let's see what we have for everybody. If you pick card number 1, you have the Five of Wands here and the Queen of Swords here as well. I feel like this is like honesty. I feel like for some of you, you need to be either honest with yourself or honest with the person here with this Queen of Swords energy. It could be kind of like you needing to come out of some sort of conflict here. So again, everybody got this tonight. So if you're dealing with a conflict, I would just, say, you could easily come to some common ground with the Five of Wands if you wanted to, but I feel like you need to be open, honest, and clear. For others, this could be just you opening up more, so I like that. If you pick card number 2, you have the King of Pentacles and Temperance card, waiting for something permanent in your life. What? And the Queen of Pentacles, your divine counterpart. For some of you, you're waiting for someone who will kind of like be in your life forever. King and Queen of Pentacles, divine counterparts, permanent relationship here. But what's the patience about here? Is what I would say here. Some sort of disruption. For some of you, this could be like disruption and connection, where this person is like your divine counterpart. Definitely could be an earth sign, obviously, or a Sagittarius. So I feel like some of you could be rebuilding this. For others, this is you bringing more balance to your finances. So I like that. And if you pick card number 3, you have the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Fortune after difficulty here. Card number 3. Yeah, Two of Swords. Decision need to be made. Of course, Mercury retrograde. But I feel like for some of you, this is you kind of like making something happen. The Knight of Swords is like a card of a lot of momentum. So I feel like for some of you, you're like building a lot of momentum in your life, card number 3. And this could lead to love with the Ten of Cups, but it could also just lead to kind of like improvements in general. It's a card of fortune after difficulty. So love it. So thank you, everybody, again, for being here. Really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for the donations as well. For some reason, they're not popping up on my thing tonight, but if you donated, I really appreciate it. But I will be back tomorrow night at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, all the weekly readings are on the channel, except for the fire signs. Those will be up tomorrow morning, and so definitely check those out. But thank you, everybody, and have a good night.